He's going to suspend the Constitution. He's going to outsource foreign policy. He's going to destroy the Western Alliance. He's going to end civil service. He's going to end free speech. He's going to end political dissent. And they've already told you that. Understand what it is I'm saying. Each and every assertion that I've made in this presentation is 100% verifiable by facts. By facts. Hello, my fellow Politicon YouTubers. I'm going to do something today that I don't normally do. We've had a lot of fun in this. We've cracked a lot of jokes, drank a lot of Cokes, or whatever we do. But I want to be a little bit serious here today because obviously it's a serious time in the United States. And I want to pontificate a little bit, and I want to be sort of intellectual. Show you that I have some intellectual depth. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm getting hold my own. And I want to talk to you about a very important word that I think is the single most important word currently in the English language. And it is this: it. IT, that's right. 2 letters. Well, use the word in different ways. This is the meaning of the word it today. Like, if it happens, how does it happen? How can it happen? Is it possible for it to happen? And we know the meaning of the word it in that context, which means that we lose our constitutional republic, we lose our rights, we lose all of the things that we've built down here in the United States, freedom of speech, the entire thing. And we've always wondered, well, when it happens, how does it happen? Will it be that there'll be some Robert Redford square-jaw, manipulated politician that talks a good game and then gets into office and is being manipulated by sinister forces that are pulling strings, and the American public could say, well, we didn't know, he sounded good? Or when it happens, will it happen with someone that will tell you right up front what they're going to do? Will it be a person that says, when I'm elected, I'm going to use the military to jail my political opponents? That's it. You are being told it. It was almost funny. There's nothing funny about this, but to the extent anything is funny, they dispatch the pathetic Lindsey Graham and the even more pathetic Mike Johnson to tell us that he really doesn't mean that. He's talking about some MS-13, whatever shit they come up with. And then he comes back and says, no, this is what I mean. He is telling you. Are we reporting that Elon Musk is now conducting his own foreign policy with Russia? Of course he is. Are we, as we watch it happen, what is likely to what would happen is we would see, let's say, a director of national intelligence, someone that sees more intelligence information than any other person in the entire United States government. And let's just make this story a little bit better when it happens. Let's assume this person is but all of his life has been nothing but a loyal and predictable, and I think for the most part, but I know, kind of honest Midwest Republican. So you have a lifelong, dying-in-the-world Republican. I'm sure he has a 98% Republican voting record. He is appointed by Trump to be the director of national intelligence. He serves in that role more than 2 years, and he said it is his belief and the belief of others in the intelligence community that Trump is a Russian asset. That's right. He is an asset of an adversarial foreign power who, by the way, is in negotiations with Trump's biggest financial supporter, Mr. Musk. Now, they're telling you this right to your face. So This is a fat old sack of shit that can't even control his bodily functions. He's not a Robert. No one's going to ever confuse fat ass Donald Trump with Robert Redford or George Clooney or Clark Gable or Kerry, I don't know, whoever. And he is sitting there to your face telling you that. And what we have to do is see what he's saying, what the people around him are saying, what the people that work for him are saying, and the body of evidence is overwhelming that he's going to do it. Yeah, it. He's going to suspend the Constitution. He's going to outsource foreign policy. He's going to destroy the Western Alliance. He's going to end civil service. He's going to end free speech. He's going to end political dissent. And they've already told you that. Understand what it is I'm saying. Each and every assertion that I've made in this presentation is 100% verifiable by facts. By facts. Now, so we have this. Now we have to talk a little bit about another big word because we have so many people out there. And that is this, the truth. You know what I'm talking about? That there are people, a lot in the commentariat, that know the truth. And they will tell you, I can do nothing but speak the truth. I was born with this integrity reflex that does not allow me to listen to spin, that only allows me to tell the truth. Well, I want to ask a philosophical question, and I know we have a lot of high-end college grads. We have people with advanced college degrees. We've studied this. We know who Diogenes is. We know who these people are. We know the ultimate thing. And we know that people speak the truth. Well, I have a philosophical question. May I ask? What the fuck is the truth? All right. There's a famous story of a guy, we'll just say he's from North Louisiana, was a farmer, and he's being sworn in a court. And so he goes up and they said, sir, would you put your hand on the Bible, please? And I raise your right hand. And they say, do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God? He said, I do. Then he looks up and he said, which one you want, Judge? Okay, understand. So you have consummate truth tellers, and you hear them all the time. You know when someone is lying to you or doesn't know what the fuck they're talking about? When they tell you they're getting ready to tell you the truth. That's the warning signal. As soon as someone tells you that, as soon as you hear some cable TV host or you hear some jackass goofy lawyer on cable TV or some law professor that tells you that they are smarter than you, they know what the truth is, and they can't help but tell it. So what are we going to see? We're going to see Trump imitate with malice and forethought a Nazi rally in Madison Square Garden Sunday night. Today is Saturday. And I don't know, Harris is going to have a rally in Tucson, or, I don't know, somewhere, Reno, Eau Claire. And the truth tellers will say, the truth is Vice President Harris had a rally in Tucson and had best crowd estimate 11,500 people, and called into question Donald Trump's economic plan. That said that the experts say blah, blah, blah. Or she said the price of eggs are too high and we have the following tools that are combating it. And Trump gave a rally at Madison Square Garden, which actually made no sense other than to mimic a 1939 Nazi rally. It said, they're both the truth. I mean, what do you want me to do, James? When during the civil rights struggle, we had Bull Connor, we had Martin Luther King. The truth teller of the days, the Alan Dershowitz, the L.A. Honigs, the cable TV jocks would say, well, the truth is that there's competing visions of the United States. Bull Connor wants to preserve a tradition, an American tradition, that's been in place for almost 400 years in some form or another, slavery and Jim Crow and white supremacy. And the truth of the matter is, well, Martin Luther King is challenging that hierarchy. We can do nothing. We can't do anything but report the facts to you. And in fact, if the truth were really revealed, Bull Connor is a much better family man or husband than Martin Luther King was. I'm sorry, that's just the truth. That would be the truth is told today by vast numbers in the modern media, the self-described putrid, disgusting, nauseating, quote, truth tellers, unquote. If they would have been there, if today's truth tellers would have been there, say, December 8th, 1941, not to give them more than they can handle at one time, but that would be the day after Pearl Harbor. But the truth is Roosevelt was mean to the Japanese, James. He shouldn't have cut their arm off. The truth is he grew up a patrician. He grew up very wealthy in New York. He was very privileged. He was the governor of New York. He was Secretary of Navy. And Tojo grew up in a very middle-class, militaristic household. And we just have to tell the truth. And I got to listen to this shit. I have to listen to these assholes lecture to me about, they're not spin masters. They don't go out like the Carvilles of the world and go on TV and come up with clever slogans and spin anything and try to make, but the truth is, well, Bill Clinton had a dalliance with an intern. Yeah. And Trump wants to outsource the foreign policy. I said, we just have to tell you the truth. And so what I want all of our viewers or listeners and everything, as we approach Election Day, understand what's at stake. I think we're going to win. I've said it. And people say, oh, Carville just says that because he's a Democrat. Well, actually, if you look at the piece I wrote, I gave my reasons. I gave further reasons today. But everything that anybody says other than the truth teller has to be discounted because they know what we don't. And they know what the truth is. I wish they would just tell me, is it the truth? Is it the whole truth? Or is it nothing but the truth? Because I need a little clarification here on under what definition of the truth that we're operating on. The whole truth, nothing but the truth, is that he wants to end the Constitution. He wants to turn domestic America into a theocracy, and he wants to outsource the foreign policy of the United States to billionaires. That is the whole truth, nothing but the truth. Now, the truth is, Harris could have given a better answer as to how she's different than Biden. Must they be treated as equal things? All right? The truth is she made some sort of controversial, not particularly thought out statements during her campaign in 2020, and Trump wants to end the Constitution. I'm just reporting to you. I'm just reporting the truth. Both are objectively true. Do you think they're the fucking same? Do you people sitting here at home watching this, going to take place a week from Tuesday, do you think these assholes have any fucking idea of what they're talking about? Because I don't. And now, the truth is, well, we have the Washington Post and Los Angeles Times. All right? The truth is that corporate power dictated that you will not give your opinion on anything. Okay? It's their paper. It's capitalism. It's private property. There's no doubt that they own this. So do you think that if they stop the Washington Post, the Los Angeles Times, for their editorial writers for expressing what they believe the truth is, that they're not going to do the same thing to the Congress, or they're not going to do the same thing in foreign policy, or they're not going to do the same thing? Of course, you know what the answer to that is. And if we lose this, which I don't think we are, but I will say is a possibility, all right? I don't think it's going to happen. It will be the United States of America, 1789-2027. Cause of death, the truth. That is what's going to kill us, is these fucking asshole, self-described truth tellers. Thank you, and we'll be back.